Hi, I'm Katarina Gleisberg, and today's mindfulness topic is feeling tones. So, in mindfulness, there are 3 feeling tones of pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral. And they can really come in handy in times when maybe we're feeling strong emotions or we are otherwise experiencing situations that are difficult to describe. And it can feel more simple to the brain and bring ease to simply categorize whatever the experience is into the simple words of pleasant, neutral, and unpleasant. So, to practice separating our experiences into those categories, we're going to do a mini body scan here. So, in order to get started with this guided mindfulness practice, I invite you to get into whatever mindful body posture feels most comfortable for you. So, in order to be most alert, it might be best to sit upright, but not uptight, relaxed while still alert. And as always with mindfulness, just choosing whatever feels best for you in the moment. So, if it feels best for you to just slightly dip a toe in or just dive in all the way, that's up to you. And then, closing down the eyes if that feels right, or just to have your soft gaze looking downward at a fixed or still point. So taking a moment now to just check in with your body, noticing how you know that you're sitting or standing or whatever position you're in right now. Maybe you're able to feel the sensation of your back or bottom against a chair or whatever you're sitting on. Or not. Maybe you notice what your feet are touching or your arms are touching. And then take a moment to check your experience for any sensation in your body that might be unpleasant right now. Maybe not choosing the biggest, most triggering thing, if there is any, but maybe more like a discomfort or a tension. If it's helpful to start with the head and move down to the shoulders, down to the back, all the way down the body. Seeing if there's any discomfort or tension that might be either prominent or in the background of your experience. And perhaps there are no unpleasant sensations in your experience in this moment, and that's okay. Mindfulness is an intention-based practice, so there's no need to have any particular outcome. It's more about noticing what is in your present moment experience without judging it. And if you can feel a sensation that is unpleasant, maybe you silently note to yourself, this is unpleasant, unpleasant. It allows us to take a step back from that experience. You might ask yourself, which piece of my experience is it that makes this unpleasant? Maybe you notice if the sense is tightness or burning or tension or pain or throbbing or pressure. And then breathing now into this experience. What happens now as you breathe into this experience? What is your attitude right now? Is the attitude kind and compassionate? Or is it judgmental in any way? knowing that there's no need to judge yourself. And if you do notice yourself judging, no need to judge yourself for the judging, just noticing what is. And maybe noticing, is it easy or difficult or neutral to stay with this sensation? Is there any resistance here? Is it the same or something different than the actual sensation? And now, taking a moment to investigate. Is there any sensation right now in my experience that feels neutral? Scanning the body for any neutral sensation. And you may ask yourself, which piece of my experience is it that makes this neutral? What does neutral feel like to you? What happens to your attention? Is this sensation difficult or easy to stay with? And what happens as you imagine breathing into this area? And now, letting go of this neutral sensation and scanning the body for any sensation that might feel pleasant. It doesn't have to be anything big. Maybe it's a sense of groundedness, feeling the force of gravity. Maybe it's noticing ease or relaxation, or just feeling supported by whatever you're sitting on or standing on right now. Maybe you're noticing the temperature. Maybe you're noticing fabrics that are touching the body, or anything going on internally that feels pleasant, or anything that's not wrong right now. Your eyes, your hands. How about the breath? Or maybe it's just the fact that you are taking time to be in your present moment experience, that you're honoring yourself with self-care. Or noticing that you're being honest with yourself and being brave, that we're taking time to notice things that we may not always notice. And now, coming toward the end of our short exploration, and ending with a couple of breaths in silence. As Kristen Neff says, by changing the way we relate to our own imperfection and pain, we can actually change our experience of living. And you may even start to notice that as you label things as neutral, they might start to change to pleasant. Thank you.